Hey YouTube, part 3 in my titanium collection series, 3 of 4. These are titanium frame locks. Some of these would have some G10, I think the Strider specifically, but mostly all titanium. So we'll start down here and work our way up. The first one up is the Kizer Rogue. This is S35VN Warncliffe flat ground, $116 knife. Milled scales. Great little EDC knife. Good 4-finger grip, good ergos, great blade shape. Little blade rock on this one. I think I just need to tighten the pivot a little bit. Good action too. The next is the Kizer Shadow S35VN again, Tanto flat ground, $94 knife. This one's a little blocky and tactical, but great action. And, you know, for being how squared off it is, the ergos aren't too bad. And then probably one of my favorites, the Wanderer Kizer S35VN drop point flat ground, $120 knife. Great knife. Perfect EDC knife. I carry this quite a bit actually. Then the big boy, the Kizer KI4424A2 S35. Again, drop point, hollow ground, $104 knife. The blade length is actually over 4 inches, so I don't usually carry this. Got some interesting pattern there on the scales. Kind of a blue and gold. I don't know if that color's showing up. But great shape. And a nice big knife. Okay, the Bokers. The Boker F3 II S35VN again. Clip point, flat ground, $158 knife. I really like this knife. It's heavy. The weight on this keeps me from carrying it a lot. You can see how thick that blade stock is. That's a good 1/8 of an inch. And the titanium, there's no relief in the slabs at all. So it has a lot of weight, but love the blade shape. And just a cool knife. Then the Boker Stingray VG10 drop point hollow ground, $84 knife. Textured titanium handle. Another tactical. Good little knife. Not so little. Again, I think this is over 4 inches, so I don't really carry this either. Then the Boker Minos clip point hollow ground, $260 knife. With the milled scale. I guess no two of these are the same. They're roughly the same, but you know, they'll stop short on a couple of them. I've compared pictures online, and they're not a whole lot different, but it's still a cool idea. Love the grind on this. And this is an Anzo design. Tip down only, which I can't really stand. The Boker Haddock N690 Warncliffe hollow ground, G10. Another Anzo. Love this knife. Carry this quite a bit. Needs sharpened actually. But just a great EDC knife. Perfect size. You can even get a forward grip on it with the choil. That's a nice design on that. You do have to be careful because you're right by the blade, but overall, great knife. Then the Ontario Cerberus D2 drop point flat ground, $110 knife. Like this knife, not crazy about the ramp here, but other than that, the handle to blade ratio is a little off as well, but still a great little knife. D2 is not my favorite, but just hard to sharpen for me, but working on it. Nice clip on this, and for the money, it's not a bad knife. And for the size, it's actually fairly lightweight. Then next up is the Medford Praetorian Ti D2. This is a custom Tano hollow ground. This is a $700 knife, blue anodized titanium. This is probably my most expensive knife. Glass breaker on the back, tactical, of course. Yeah, there's something else. These are just big chunks of metal. Now, the Chris Reeves, the small Sebenza 21, CPM S35VN, clip point, hollow ground, $293 knife. The classic EDC. This is just, the quality on these is unmatched. Tight tolerances, good looking knives. They maybe are looking a little dated. I don't really believe that. I think they just need to innovate maybe a little more. I think they're kind of resting on their laurels a little bit over there at Chris Reeves. The Menundis are gorgeous, but you know, and just changing the blade shape on these isn't really enough. They need to come up with something else. But this is my large. This is S35VN clip point hollow ground, $510 knife with a Coca-Cola there. These are just perfect knives. And I would get more, but they all kind of look the same, so I haven't bought any more. I do want them in Undo though. Then the Lionsteel Ti-Spine LMAX drop point flat ground, $278 knife, gold anodized titanium. These are gorgeous. This is a nice gentleman's carry knife, or EDC. A little blingy, I think, for EDC, but still great blade shape. Then the workers here, the Striders, my SMF S30 drop point flat ground, $495, brown G10, Tiger stripe titanium or anodization. It's on the blade as well. This is just a workhorse, man. You can pry nails out of a board with this. Then the SNG, again, S30B drop point flat ground, $495 again. Gunner grips on this, so it's pocketed or divoted titanium and G10. Great knife. I carry this one quite a bit. And again, it's a workhorse. Then the titanium Spyderco Military S30V clip point flat ground, $240 knife. Tip down only, which I'm used to. I back pocket carry these. I have several of these that I carry. I carry the Knifeworks green G10. What is it? XHP steel. This one gets some carry time. It's a little heavy. There's again there's no relief on the inside of the slabs there, so it's kind of heavy. Then the Spider Chef LC200N rust-proof steel sheep foot flat ground, $198 knife. These are great. What is it? Martin Slyz designed. In fact, the next three, these three here are Slyz designed. This is a great knife. A little weird looking, but nice thin profile. Great EDC, outdoor EDC especially, seeing how it's rust proof. One of my favorite Spydercos is the Slyz Bowie. This is a $300 knife, CTS XHP clip point flat ground. Reviews of these all over YouTube. Love the contoured handles and the wire clip and the blade shape. Nice and thin, great, perfect EDC knife. Then the Techno. Don't carry this much, but like it. 165 bucks. Deep carry, just a 3-finger, well, 3.5 finger, stubby little EDC knife. Plain titanium. And the Spyderco Birch Chubby CPM S30V spear point hollow ground 216. This is just an oddity. I like it. I'll probably sell it. Don't ever carry it. For being how short it is, that blade thickness is pretty stout. It's actually relatively thin behind the edge, but just being that short and stubby, not a great slicer. Then the Sage 2, Spyderco SPM S30V, the Spyderco Leaf kind of drop point, flat ground 167. These are great knives as well. This is got a nice forward grip on it, as well as your standard grip. Good action. This one needs a little oil. Yeah, there we go. A little wrist, but great EDC knife. And one I rarely carried because of its size is the Spyderco K2 CPM 10V clip point flat ground, $240 knife. These are discontinued, but I believe you can still get them, and they're discounted. For Reed designed. Just a big boy, but thin, relatively thin for the size. Pretty good ergos. A little thick in the middle part here, but you know, a decent knife. Again, tip down only, so this would be like a back pocket carry for me. I have carried this, but you know, that's the last thing I need is to get in trouble for having a knife over 4 inches. So I try not to do that. Anyways, that is it for the titanium frame locks. Next up will be the frame and bolstered titanium knives, and that'll do it for the titanium series, and we'll move on to something else. All right, thanks a lot, YouTube. Like, subscribe. I'll see you next time.